Hi y'all, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be sharing with you my kindergarten curriculum picks for the 2021-2022 school year. So stay tuned. Well, if you are new, welcome to my channel, Pursuing Peace. My name is Dina and I am a homeschooling mama of 5 kiddos, 7 and under. And on this channel, I share my passions for Christ, for homeschooling, and for encouraging mamas in this crazy but beautiful and amazing season of motherhood. So if you'd like to join me on this journey, then click the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to click the little bell icon so you know whenever new videos pop up. You can also follow me over on Instagram at Dina_Pursuing Peace if you'd like to get an inside glimpse on what goes on around here in this crazy house. All right, you guys, well, it's that time of year. We are frantically searching for curriculum for our little ones for the upcoming school year. And I don't know about you, but I love this time of year because it is just so much fun to look at curriculum videos and to kind of search through curriculum and kind of see what's new, if you do need to change anything, and just kind of give an overall fresh kind of update in your homeschool. And it's just so much fun. I am in the process right now of kind of redoing our homeschool room, and so it is just so much fun. This time of year always makes me happy, and it's summertime, so we are learning different things. I have a video on what we are doing during our summer break, and I will leave that in the description box if you want to go and take a look at that. But today I am going to show you what I'm going to use for my upcoming kindergartner. She is 4 years old. She will be 5 within a couple of weeks of starting school, so she is going to be a brand new 5-year-old, and she is my 3rd child. So she is the one, she has just learned right alongside everybody. She knew the alphabet, she knew the letter sounds and everything when she was like 1.5. She is just will definitely be smarter than me someday. But she is amazing, and I'm so excited to show you what I'm going to use for her. And I'd like to thank The Good and the Beautiful for sponsoring today's video. If you have been around my channel for any length of time, you know that we love The Good and the Beautiful, so you're definitely going to see The Good and the Beautiful in here somewhere. And today's video is video 1 of my curriculum series that I'm going to show you. I have curriculum for a preschooler, kindergartner, which is what I'm showing you today, a 1st grader, and a 2nd grader. Not to mention my baby is coming up into tot school-ish, probably more pre-tot school mode. So I've got some videos coming up for you guys, so don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified when those videos go live. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I've got for my kindergartner. All right, you guys, well, this is the bin that I keep all of her schoolwork in. Each of my kiddos has one of these bins. They're the Latchmate bins from Michaels, and I have a whole video of how I organize all of the curriculum in these bins and all of their different items in these bins. So I will link that down below so you can check that out if you'd like to. But I absolutely love these bins. We've used them since the very beginning, and I love them because everything fits right up top here. And actually the math manipulatives from The Good and the Beautiful's old math fit in here pretty well also, and you can see that in that other video. But since they downsized the manipulatives, I don't need as much in here anymore. So I just have a few things, and we'll go through those as I go through this curriculum for you. But as you can see, everything fits in here very nicely. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to pull these out and I'm going to show you what we've got. Okay, so the first thing I have for her is our language arts. So she is going to be starting level K from The Good and the Beautiful. And I have videos, so many videos about this level. So I'm just going to kind of flip through a little bit here with you, kind of show you a little bit like how it starts. I actually have a do a lesson with us video with my boy who just finished this, and we do this very first lesson. So if you'd like to check that out, you can. I will leave it down below. But it starts off so gently, you guys, like super gently. He had no trouble with this until we got about to the end of Unit 1, and then we had to kind of take a break for a little bit, do some other reader things, which I'll show you in just a bit. And again, you guys, I have so many videos about this. I will try to remember to link them all down below. I have kind of a mid-year review on this because my boy was struggling to read a little bit, and so he was having a little bit of trouble. And so I have a review kind of going and explaining what we did when we had to take those breaks. We had to take a few breaks, maybe definitely 2, maybe 3 breaks throughout the course, and it did take us 2 years to finish this, but it was completely fine and completely okay because my boy has such a solid foundation in reading now that it was so worth it. It was worth it. I love that we stuck with this and we just kind of slowed down, kind of went at his pace. I just love that we did that. There are so many different activities in here and different ways to learn concepts like spelling. I love the way that they kind of have the spelling laid out in here. And I've noticed that with spelling, because a lot of people ask, well, is this spelling good enough? And I ask the same thing, but I've noticed the more that they read, this is a fun little spelling activity. I've noticed the more that they read, see, here it is. The better their spelling gets. So yes, this is not your like traditional spelling, like it's not a list of words and then they go and do that, although they do have that in the back. Here it is, optional additional spelling practice. They have suggestions for you, and then they do have spelling words back here for you. If you are more of a traditional, you know, like you like this, then they do have this back here, and it is an option for you where you can go and check mark if they've mastered it or if this needs to be reviewed, and you can just kind of keep track that way. I haven't done that. I have just kind of just used this and kept going with it. We kind of did some additional spelling stuff here and there, but nothing really stuck. And so I was just in the middle of me trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to teach them how to spell? They learned how to spell, which kind of sounds funny, but I mean, if they are reading, then they are learning what the words look like, and that's how my oldest has learned how to spell. She's not a great speller, and she'll be the first one to tell you that, but she is learning. I can see improvement, and the improvement is consistent because she is writing, but then she's also reading a lot. So yeah, this is a fun little activity here where they have to read it and then they put a little cotton ball on it. That one is so fun. We really like that one. You could also just tear this page out and have them glue the cotton ball in there, and that would be a lot of fun too. They really like and enjoy the gluing aspect of that. So yeah, you guys, so this is level K from the Good and the Beautiful. And the levels from the Good and the Beautiful are advanced. So this, I would say, is probably like late kindergarten, early first grade. So by the time your little one is coming towards the end of this book, they are doing first grade stuff. So don't worry if it does take you 2 years to do this. That is completely okay because, like I said, it's advanced. So, and in the back of the book, it's got assessments for you. Let's see. Art is incorporated in here, which I love. I should have told you that from the beginning. So what's included in here are phonics, reading, spelling, literature, grammar, punctuation, and art appreciation. So this is really an open and go, all-inclusive language arts program. So this is all we do for language arts. We don't bring in anything else. We don't have a different spelling curriculum, a different grammar curriculum, a different, you know, anything like that. It's just all in one. And so far, it seems to be working pretty well. So here is like the reading assessments that they have. So one of the very first things they have you do, or they have your child do with you, is they read this. They are not expected to know how to read this. Like when my 5-year-old or my 4-year-old first starts this, she is going to have trouble with this. And that's okay. That is completely okay. And I tell them that at the very beginning. It's okay if you can't read this, and I will help you. And so I help them as much as possible that first time. And then you just write down the date, actually up here, the date, the time, and how many words that they did not get correct. And I love this because it's not a test, it's just an assessment. We are assessing where they're at in their progress. And so then you do it again in the middle of the book, and then you do it again at the end of the book. And you guys, not only am I happy when I see the progress, but they are so happy when they see, like, oh, mama, I only missed, here I missed like 10 words, and over here I missed 0. And it's just like, they are so amazed when they can actually see that with their own eyes. Oh, it's fabulous. Here's another assessment. And then here's just some practice sheets that they do throughout the course of the book. Here is some stuff for optional poetry memorization. We memorize a lot with another curriculum that we do, so we don't actually do the poetry memorization. We used to, but it's not incorporated into the lessons anymore, so we don't really do that anymore. And then here's that optional spelling. And that's it, I think. Yep. So that is level K from The Good and the Beautiful. But also what comes with that is this reader here. And they start probably somewhere around the middle of the book is when they start to read these. And it is so cute. Look at all. It's kind of like a, like an old school type of reader. And they tell you exactly when to start this, which one to read, how to get through this whole book. And it starts off very gently. Let's see if I can get to the beginning here. So yeah, see these little small words. Tom runs, his dog runs, fun. All the way to, not full on stories, but definitely more words in the back of those pages. So this is a cute little level K reader. They also have these mini books here, and they are mini books, and I will show you because I actually have another one here. So this is how they would come packaged, and all you have to do is open up the package, obviously, and then cut them up, and it has lines where to cut them up and then staple them together, and that is easy. It's super easy, super fast. I am a type of person that actually enjoys doing that kind of stuff, and so I had a lot of fun with it. But there are just these little cute little mini books, and these they start reading almost right away. So here's number 1, and it just has these, oh, I just love these. It has these cute illustrations, these really cute little things. They read them twice. They read each book twice. And again, it tells you exactly when to do that in the book, in the course book. And some of these might be a little bit challenging, but when they read it that second time, it's just so much better. And they really do build confidence. So here's one, and these are actually our older ones. I've had these since my oldest was in kindergarten. This one I think we lost because it feels like I think I reprinted this one. So this is number 2. So it's pretty easy to keep track of. All I do is I keep them in here in this baggie like this, and I bring it out, and I have it out for us to read in here. So let me show you over here. So it just kind of sits out here like this. And then when I'm done, when we're done reading it, I just stick it in the back. It's not rocket science. Oh, I love just simple things. It does say to get like 3 baggies and kind of divide them up, I think. But this just has worked for us since the very get-go, very beginning. You could just do a rubber band too if you wanted to. Like, they're just super easy. And then they just sit here in this bin for us all year long. And they have held up really well. Like I said, these are actually the old ones. So that first one that you saw was a new one, but these are the older versions of these from like the older editions. It's the same content, it's the same words, they're just different illustrations. And so I was debating on whether or not to reuse these or to, get those new ones, but I'm still not really sure what I'm going to do yet. But yeah, super easy, and I love those mini books. Another thing that we get are these phonics cards. Now these phonics cards will go with your child from level K all the way to level 2, and it tells you right here in level K you only need to learn from 1 to 58, and then in level 1 you learn 1, so you review from 1 and then go all the way to 124, and then in level 2 you go all the way to 164. So these cards can stay with your child for 3 years. So that's really nice that you don't have to get these again. And so since I already have these, I actually already have them in here. This is just, you know, your normal little index card holder. I got this one at Michael's last year, and this is what the Good and the Beautiful recommends. You just divide up the tabs like learning, not learn, mastered. You can also do this with baggies. I just found that this was just easier for me, and then they just all fit in here. And we haven't started these, so they're all in the not learned section still. Yeah, so this is how I organize the flashcards. The next thing that we got with the language arts set are these beginner books. These beginner books are amazing, you guys. They are so adorable, and they go right along with what we are studying. And so I'm just going to show you one real quick. I do have a whole video about these beginner books, box A and B, and then I have another video about box C and D if you want to dive into these and see if you really want to get them, which I do highly recommend. So these are practice sight words, and these are the same sight words for all of box A, and then for each book they have a vowel practice, and you go through and do a little vowel practice, and then they have other practice, like some of them are learning the different fonts for the letter A and G, and L and I, because L can sometimes look like an I, and I really do appreciate that, because with my first child, she had started learning the letters, and then she was confused when we saw an A that looked like that weird, like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, and so I had to explain it to her that, you know, it's just a different font. So I love that the Good and the Beautiful takes that into consideration and explains it for us that, yeah, it's just a different font. It's the same letter, it's the same sound, it acts the same. It's just a different font. Oh, and these guys, I think this is the only one that has gotten messed up just recently, because we've been reading these over the summer break. Yeah, we got some water spilled on it, but it's okay. It's still good. It still works. These are incorporated into the Level K Language Arts book. It tells you when they can start reading these. However, I don't think it's like a requirement. They are optional. So if you already have readers, you can use them. But like I said, these just go so well. And this box B is kind of the same thing in that it's got these little things, different sight words, different practices, and then it's got the vowel practice. These don't really have that. They have challenge words in the front of the book. Nope. Right here. So they've got challenge words here, and then it just goes into the story, but it is definitely a story, like it is a longer story, and so these are really cute. Oh, these are so cute. I love these. And then we also have box D, which is very similar to box A, and if you look in the back, then you can see all of the different ones that are in this collection. So yeah, so we're using those as part of her language arts. And then the last thing I want to show you for language arts is not from the Good and the Beautiful, but it is recommended by the Good and the Beautiful in that it says to get some sort of like journal, and this could be just a notebook, you guys. I'm a little bit extra with this. But you can just get a notebook. You can just get pieces of paper and a binder. Like, really, it doesn't have to be a big deal. But I started doing this with my little one. It just helps me to keep everything in one place and a little bit more organized. So this is just a happy planner that I got from Michael's. And I open it up. These tabs came with it. And I put these stickers on. I have not written it down yet. But this is just paper, like, what is it called? Like kindergarten paper. And this is just paper that I printed out. And I will leave the link below where I got that from. And then I cut it up, and then I have a Happy Planner hole punch, so I hole punched it and put it in there. So I just have a few of these. This is going to be like for her spelling words and for her dictation and for anything like that that she needs to use to spell, because it asks her to do that a lot in there. So I wanted to keep track of it, and so I really like having it all together here. The next tab over are these things, kind of like, I think they're called show and tell. And where they can write something and then draw. And these are really good because in The Good and the Beautiful, they ask you to, like, for them to create a story. And maybe you'll write it down, but then, you know, they can draw the illustrations for it and stuff like that. And so that's really neat. We've really enjoyed having this paper. The next tab over is art paper, because they will be painting and just doing different activities with art in The Good and the Beautiful language arts. So this is actual art paper that I bought, and then I cut it up to size and then hole punched it. So it's just a little bit thicker than, like, you know, your normal printer paper. So in case we do watercolors. And what I like about this too is that you can take it out, you know, classic Happy Planner. You can take it out and she can paint it, and then when it dries, she can put it back in, and then we have it all together. I just absolutely love this. This has been so good for us to keep track of everything. And then back here at the end, this is actually just leftover note paper, sorry, leftover note paper from one of my other planners. And this is just if I want to write something for her, if I want to make notes to myself, or if I want her to spell something, I will just put that in here. But yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then it's just the back. I'm thinking about maybe getting her a little pouch so she can have all of her little writing stuff in there if she wants it. But this is kind of what I have for her right now. I normally start it in kindergarten, and I do have one for my other kids also, which you'll probably see in the other videos. Okay, the next thing we have is her handwriting, and she will be in level K handwriting this year. And actually, she has already started this. She finished her pre-K doodles handwriting book, and so she wanted to keep going, so she has started it already. We haven't gotten too far, I believe. Yeah, that was page 21. And that's about where she, oh, maybe she just skipped pages. Interesting. Well, it's okay. I have her next level of handwriting, level 1, if she finishes this. But she's been doing pretty good, so she apparently finished a section here. Oh man, how much has she done? I don't even know. She has been doing this since probably about January. Here we go. Here we go. There we so she's probably about halfway done. But we do a few different things for handwriting, and that's more of a family subject thing, and I'll share that with you when I share our family subjects. But we do different things for handwriting, so we don't actually do this book every day. So it's fine. This will probably last her until the rest of the school year. So yeah. So that's the handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful. And the next thing I have here for her is the math level K, the brand new math from The Good and the Beautiful. And I have a video flipping through this, showing you an unboxing of it, showing you what is exactly inside this new math manipulatives box, and flipping through this entire book for you. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of that in this video because I've already taken way too much time doing this than I wanted to. But we've already actually done 2 lessons in this, and I do have a video about that and showing you exactly what a lesson looks like in this book. But you guys, oh my gosh, like, we're so in love with this curriculum. It is brand new. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that before. We are so in love with it, and I cannot wait to get the other levels for this. It just looks like it's so much fun. Oh my gosh. I'm just kind of flipping through because like I said before, we do have, or I have a lot of videos about this. And by a lot, I mean 2 videos about this. So if you want a deeper look inside this new math curriculum from The Good and the Beautiful, then I will leave the links down below where you can go and check those out. And for science and history and art and pretty much everything else that is not covered with those other subjects, we have this. We are a classical conversations family, and we are part of a community. And so this is broken up into 3 different cycles, and you do 1 cycle a year. This year we are on cycle 1. And I'm not going to go too deep into this, but basically what we're going to be studying this year are ancient kingdoms or ancient world. So everything from creation all the way up into like early Native Americans. And so this is really good. So this curriculum covers some math, not detailed math, but some math, Latin, science, English, timeline, which is basically the timeline of our history, history sentences, geography. They have different projects that we do every week in Community Day, and then fine arts that we do also in Community Day. And so I'm going to go into depth a little bit more about this when I do my science videos and history videos, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to be using to supplement this curriculum and how we're going to do our memory work and all of that stuff. So if you are interested in classical conversations or CC, be sure to subscribe so you can get notified when those videos go up. All right, you guys, well, that was it. Those are the curriculum picks for my kindergartner for the 2021-2022 school year. I foresee this is going to be a hard decade to pronounce the years. Oh my goodness. And like I said before, this is only the first video of my curriculum picks. I'm also going to do not only the individual curriculum picks that I am picking for the next school year, but I'm also going to be doing our family subjects like history and science and Bible, and showing you what we're going to be using for those things. So definitely, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you know whenever all of those curriculum videos go live. And let's be friends. Follow me over on Instagram at Dina_pursuingpeace. All right, you guys, well, I hope that you are having a blessed day, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye. Kindergarten curriculum picks for the 2000, I don't know what year it is. For the 2020. What day is it? It's, hold on. It's fine. I'm just gonna show you what I've got. This is hard. Man, that's all over the place.